Hi class. For the next few weeks we're going to transition our conversation and focus to looking at poverty and homelessness, the factors of poverty and homelessness, the implications of that, and we're going to be reading articles that center on that particular topic. You might be thinking, why is it so important to look at this particular topic? And I've listed a few points. One, it's an ethical responsibility that we have. Because unemployment rates for the past few years have been so high, it is such a relevant and timely topic to look at. And it in some way affects us all. We all know someone or family or friend who has been affected in some sense by either homelessness or by poverty. To begin this discussion, I want you to think about some of these staggering statistics about poverty and homelessness. According to the National Law Center on Poverty and Homelessness, 3 million individuals are homeless annually, and of those 3 million, 1.3 million are children. According to the National Coalition for the Homeless, which is a really important organization that comes out with a lot of homeless statistics every year, in 2007, 12.5% of the U.S. population was homeless. That is a really staggering statistic that I hope frames our discussion so you understand how important this issue is. There are so many causes of homelessness, and I have just listed a few. This is not an exclusive list, but here are a few that I have listed, and this is based on information from the National Coalition for the Homeless. One is a lack of affordable housing options. Those have decreased significantly every year. About 2,000 low-income rental properties are destroyed every year. That process is known as what is called gentrification. In many, many major cities, low-income houses are destroyed, and in their place there is downtown revitalization where very expensive properties are then placed. So people are being displaced, and even the people who are still living there, their rent is going up. So that's a very important issue. Also, unemployment and underemployment. Unemployment rates have started to decline in the past recent months based on information from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, but they're still very high and have been very, very high in the past 3 to 4 years. Underemployment is also represents a huge percentage of people who live in poverty. Those are people who are working, but who are not making what we call a living wage. So it's really important to understand a living wage is what you actually need to live and get by. My argument is that to provide for a family, that's really impossible to do on minimum wage, so that's not a living wage. Another issue is mental illness and drug abuse. Oftentimes there is a combination of the two. Sometimes drug abuse comes first and then mental illness, or vice versa. There are some other issues as well that we will talk about, but those are just some to kind of get us started. These are a few sites that I used to come up with some of the information that I shared with you. I've already referenced the National Coalition for the Homeless. Another is the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. We will talk more about these as we move forward over the next few weeks, but just to review, our readings and discussion board posts over the next few weeks will in some way relate to poverty and homelessness, looking at unemployment, underemployment, and I think this will tie in well with a lot of your domestic policy papers that you're currently working on. So I look forward to the readings this week and your post on the discussion board, which will also be posted this evening, and this is Monday the 27th. So thanks so much, class. It's nice to have my voice out there again after a week or so.